500 years ago, the Medici family ruled the city of Florence in Italy. Now, they did a lot of things during their rule, right? Like they assassinated people and poisoned them. I'm not recommending that as your major MO for innovation, but they also did something else. They sponsored highly creative individuals, sculptors, architects, philosophers, painters, Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, from all over Europe, even as far away as from China. And they brought them to the city of Florence, where they were able to break down the boundaries between the different disciplines, between the different cultures, and ignite what became one of the most creative eras in Europe's history, the Renaissance. This is not about the Renaissance or the Medici family, but it is about the effect that they created and how we can all create the same effect in our own lives, in our own companies, for the clients that we serve. And let me just very quickly outline the basic idea around this, the very, very basic idea. There's a lot that we can talk about here, but the very basic idea. The basic idea says that if you want to combine a concept, something like a bikini, for instance, with something like a sandy beach, well, then you're barking up the wrong tree, because basically you're not going to be flabbergasted by the innovative potential that this combination offers. But if I tell you I'm going to combine a bikini with a burqa or a hijab, now all of a sudden there might be something there. And a woman from Lebanon did just that. Ahida Sinetti, a traditional Muslim woman, moves to Australia, which is a very strong beach culture. This is a picture of Bondi Beach right outside of Sydney. It's an amazing beach. Now, she realizes that the dress code of that beach is something like this. But for a traditional Muslim woman, you go swimming in something like that, which is, very uncomfortable. They end up mostly sitting on the beach while their husbands and kids go swimming. So she looks at that and says, well, hold on. Why can't I combine my traditional Muslim culture with the Australian beach culture? Why can't I combine a burqa with a bikini? Why can't I create the burkini? Essentially, it's a burqa out of bikini material. You may just take one guess at how large the market for this would be. It's actually, her company has grown by leaps and bounds all over the world. Just as a little side note, something I think is interesting about this, it's kind of interesting, right? It's like, how come nobody thought about this before, right? I mean, this right here is uncomfortable, and everybody knows it. How come you didn't think about it? And the reason why is because almost all innovative ideas appear obvious after the fact. I mean, the trick is to come up with them before. I mean, that's the challenge, right? So the idea here is that you have a better chance of coming up with something groundbreaking if you combine ideas from widely different industries, cultures, fields, disciplines.